Hi guys, and welcome back to the SN Studio for another Horus Heresy battle report. We have another guest in the studio, a new guest. His name is Joseph Yomi, and he is one of the Heresy enthusiasts here in the Rock of Gibraltar. He is actually bringing his gorgeous new Death Guard. So they are painted by a artist in Spain. This is his Instagram if you actually want to check his stuff out. But Yomi is very excited to actually use them, and he is one of the participants that will be playing in the Gibraltar Grand Tournament. So this is a test game of a couple of different games that you will see in the next few weeks of participants coming over to the Rock of Gibraltar to actually have a game in the studio before the event. We have the likes of Ricardo, the Italian stallion, a very cool guy that many of you know in the Heresy community. We've got Rob from Meda's Miniatures and Heresy Hammer, and we've got Dan Mitchell also coming with his amazing Alpha Legion. So you will see a lot of extra battle reports as guests, new guests in the studio in the near future. Now, as for myself, I will be commanding the Space Wolves, a new revamped list with a lot of newly painted units, which I can't wait to get on the battlefield and clash with the Death Guard. Now, we are actually playing one of the missions from the GT itself. We will be explaining the mission before the game starts, but if you're interested in seeing our events pack, we have actually published it on our Facebook page. So go and have a look, and at the same time, if you haven't already, make sure you follow us on all of our social media pages. With that said, I think that's enough waffle from me. Let's go straight onto lists with Joseph's list coming up first.
Hello, my name is Joseph, and I'm here for the first time on SN Battle Reports with my Death Guard for Heresy. I am bringing my GT list for the upcoming tournament in a couple of weeks' time, and I am quite proud of the army. There's still teething problems, but again, I'm happy with what I selected, and I'll stick to it, and I will make it work. The Rite who I've selected is the Creeping Death because, to be honest, I don't think there's any other way to run the Death Guard. But on a competitive or player side, I'd rather the flexibility of being able to have movement reactions, whereas the Reaping, which would have heavy weapon support towards galore, does not afford me that. So I'd rather have my tactical options. Now, on HQ, my Warlord is my Praetor. The Praetor is in Cataphractii armor. It has a Combi-Bolter and a Thunderhammer for the lovely Brutal. And this is being accompanied by a retinue of 5 Cataphractii Terminators with a standard, Legion standard. This will provide me an extra line unit. Line is king for tournaments, so it will give me a hardier unit, some lightning claws to attack at initiative, and some thunder hammers and a Chainfist to deal with other sort of threats. My other HQ would be the Herald. Again, the aim of getting extra line into the board, more board control. The Herald is in Tartaros armor, and this is so that he can go accompanied by the Death Shroud and not limit them to not being able to follow through on any assaults, and to be able to run, to be able to achieve further distance on board control. At the same time, the Death Shroud will provide the resilience that it needs. And for my last HQ, I've got a Siege Breaker. My Siege Breaker will be attached to the Heavy Support Squad with autocannons. My Siege Breaker will provide them with Sunder, and this will be able to amplify the threats that my Heavy Support Squad will do, not only to infantry but also to vehicles, including the Armor 14, the very important one. I would also like to add that my Death Shroud and my Cataphractii retinue are all in a, so they both have a Land Raider for dedicated transport, sporting all the Lascannons and Searchlights. Moving on to the elite section, I've got a unit of Destroyer Assault Squads with the twin Alchem Flamers, can't have it any other way. They come incorporated with Stubborn, which also allows me to hold the lines or target the enemy down. And with the fact that on the jetpacks, they do allow me mobility, which again gives me a certain more options for board control. The Mortis Poisoner Squad is my other elite choice. They are also equipped with Alchem Flamers, pattern here, and their niche is the fact that they have heavy. So although they might not seem the optimum choice, they do give me a bit of extra resilience for a unit which, to be honest, I want as a deterrent rather than an assault. Moving on to troops, I've got 2 tactical squads. They're both, the squads themselves are equipped almost exactly the same. One of them has slightly few bayonets because of points, but they are equipped with bayonets for both the ability to defend points once engaged. Nuncio Vox gives me the ability to both resist night fighting for the leadership and re-rolling my scatters, be it either the artillery or deep strike. And the sergeants have Artificer armor to allow the possibility to tank or to maintain the strength of the unit by the leadership. Each of the sergeants are equipped differently. One has a power scythe and the other has a normal power sword with a combi flamer, which in my case, Alchem Flamer. Then my other 2 troop choices are 2 recon squads with Nemesis bolters. My troop choices gives me a total of 4 line units, which again for board presence and scoring. But I do like the options that snipers provide, as this will allow me to pinpoint which are my priority targets and go for them first. And moving on to the last part of my list, now to the heavy support, I have a 10-man heavy support squad with autocannons, with one of them carrying the Auspex. Unit will be accompanied by the Siegebreaker, as mentioned earlier, and I also have 2 units of Scorpius, which provide a lot of cover towards the board, and more than anything, a strategic threat rather than the threat of force rather than force itself, as I've experienced up to now. And that is my list. I would just like to add that on my Mortis Poisonous squad, there's also a dedicated transport of a Rhino, and now I'm looking forward to moving over to see what Barbarus has to bring against me and his list.
The Space Wolves are back with a revamped list, and a very good one, if I say so myself. This list is actually unbeaten in 3 games that I have played off camera. Now, this is the first time you will be seeing it on camera. This is when I actually lose. Yeah, we do not have a Rite of War because we don't have a Praetor. But straight onto HQs, we are going into a Centurion upgraded to a Siegebreaker. He will actually be my Warlord, and he has the Stoic Defender Rite of War to get an extra reaction in the shooting phase, and also the important bit is that the unit he will be attached to also gets pinning. He has a Thunderhammer to go with him just because of Wizardwig. We've paid the points as the model does bring one. And then moving on to my 2 other HQs. First of all, again, they are Centurions upgraded to the Speaker of the Dead. Now, probably this is one of the best Centurion upgrades in the whole game. We have a Chaplain mixed in with an Apothecary. It's great. We have mastercrafted power molds on both of them because the 2 of them are exactly the same, and they do what it says on the tin. You'll attach them to a unit, giving them full rerolls on the first round of combat, and at the same time give them feel no pain. So great little addition to adding to strong units. Then moving on to elites, we have 2 Castraferum units, single models, so box dreads. For those of you who don't know what Castraferum dreadnoughts are, the mini box dreads are here. 2 separate ones, but they are equipped at exactly the same. They have a multi-melter with a Gravis Power Fist with inbuilt flamers. Pretty slow, but the good thing is that they are heavy, so when they do charge, they go up to weapon skill 6, which is pretty tasty. Then we move on to 2 further elite units, newly painted, and I think this is basically the core of the army, where the army gets really strong. So we have Varaga, 2 units of Varagar. Again, both of them are exactly the same with loadouts and in number. So 5 Varagar, and they are equipped with Thunder Hammers and Frost Claws. Basically, the 2 are specialist weapons. They do have counterattack, so they do have a lot of attacks when they do go straight in. Again, they are heavy, so they will be going up to weapon skill 6 when they do charge, making them a lethal unit. They also have Fear, and I believe they have Hammer of Wrath. I keep forgetting to use Hammer of Wrath if they do, but I'm quite sure they do. Maybe I am wrong. If I am wrong, please tell me on the comments how wrong I am. The Varagar do have a dedicated transport of a Land Raider Proteus. As stock, I did not have the points to give them some extra Lascannons, but they do have Searchlights. And then that's all the elites. Moving on to troops. We've got 4 units of Grey Slayers. Now, we've got 2 units that are identical, and then 2 units which are identical. We're going to start with the first 2. Obviously 10 man strong. They all have the combat shields, and the sergeant does have no Artificer armor, but does have a Thunder Hammer, and the unit is upgraded to have a Vixilia. So 2 units exactly the same there. As for the other 2 units, the only difference is that the sergeants have a Power Fist and a Plasma Pistol instead of the Thunder Hammer. So 40 troops which are line moving up the field, advancing and charging, obviously as a Space Wolf will do. And then finishing off and rounding off my list, we go on to heavy supports, which are where all the hard hitters are. We're going to start off with a 8-man heavy support team, all rocking autocannon. So this is where the Siegebreaker comes in. It will be attached to this unit, giving them Sunder, which is great. Like, a lot of people underestimate sundering autocannons, which rend on 6-ups. So you're fishing with those 6-ups, 6s to wound or 6s to penetrate, and that gives you an extra D3. So you are penetrating the likes of Spartans. And to be honest, from the past couple of games, I have actually gone through a lot of tanks with this unit. And then we have 2 separate Scorpius tanks. Very good. I've brought 2 of them because we are playtesting for the Gibraltar Grand Tournament. So Joseph did want me to bring quite a strong army. And actually, both of our lists are actually quite similar. So yeah, that is my list. Newly revamped, unbeaten. And you've seen Joseph's list. Now let's go straight on to battle. And that's coming right up.
Fire and steel rained from the sky as Space Wolf gunships pounded the Death Guard supply depot, tearing through its flak turrets and missile batteries in precise, brutal strikes. Explosions lit up the remaining woodland, reducing the depot's defenses to burning wreckage. Then, the assault began. Squadrons of Thunderhawks swooped low, deploying gray-clad warriors into the ruins. With chainswords roaring and frost weapons crackling, the Vilka Fenrika tore into the Death Guard defenders, meeting unrelenting bolter fire with savage melee. The Death Guard, though bloodied, were more than prepared to withstand this blistering strike from their loyalist counterparts. By the rising dawn, the supply depot lay in ruins, a smoking, corpse-strewn battlefield.
And here we go. Both armies now fully deployed and ready for battle. Joseph Yomi in the house, a Gibraltarian hobby legend. And yeah, it's crazy. I've known Joseph for a very long time. And this is the first time in the studio, which is crazy to think. We actually had to scratch my head like, has he been in? Has he hadn't? But he has confirmed that this is his first time in the studio, and we are playing the Horus Heresy, because you actually were more a fantasy and 40k. You're quite new to Heresy.
Yes.
Months, basically.
Yeah, 2 months. Not 2 months.
It's crazy. Anyway, as I've spoken in the introduction, we are having a test games. This is one of the first games with players from the Gibraltar Grand Tournament. Joseph is also one of the players representing Gibraltar. I think there's 4 players maybe representing Gibraltar.
Do I call myself?
4, isn't there? 4. No, Dorian's not playing, so 4 in total. And we will have more games for people coming over for the event, which have come a couple of days before and will be in the studio as well. Now, we are playing Mission 5 of the GT mission pack. You can find all the missions on our social media. We've just posted them on Facebook, so you can head over and see all the missions there. We're playing once more into the fray. I'm quickly going to explain. So it's basically we divide the table into 3 no man's lands. Basically, we have no man's lands in the middle, 24 inches, and then we have both of our deployments, which are 12 inches. At the end of the game, if we have any line units on any of those areas and no line units of your opponent, basically you score 3 points for your player's deployment zone. No man's land is 5 points, which is the middle area, and 7 points for your opponent's deployment zone. Now, I quickly want to mention as well that the secondaries are Slay the Warlord, and this is for all our GT missions. Slay the Warlord for 1 point. We've got Last Man Standing. Whoever has more units on the table at the end receives 1 point. And then Counter Strike is the third and final, which is a one we have introduced. Basically, I'm the defender. You are the attacker for this one because you won strategic advantage. If I actually kill something before you kill something for me, I actually get a point. So it's not as bad going second, because there is actually a point you can get which your opponent cannot get. Now, let's quickly go through deployment. Basically, a tactical approach for the deployment. Joseph hasn't done this before, so he'll get a clear picture if I go through it first. So, I've flanked 2 of my Grey Slayer units, 1 on each side, using skirmish to actually open them up as much as possible, because there is 2 Scorpiuses on that side, same as me, but he's going first, so it's a bit more scary. We've got 2 of them in the center ground here, which are my 4-line units. My box dreads are both front lining, moving up the field, or hoping to move up the field and shoot those melters. Then we've got with 2 Varagar units in the Land Raiders, again front lining, because I want to get into combat as quickly as possible. Not a lot of terrain in the back, but I have tried as much as possible to hide my 2 Scorpiuses. And then I've used the only piece of terrain where the whole unit fits is my autocannon unit with my siege breaker. So quick and easy. Obviously, you've heard my list at the start. This is just a really quick overview of my deployment. And let's take a look at Yomi's deployment. So take us through what's happening here. So here we have the command squad, right?
You have the command squad with the Praetor inside the Land Raider.
Perfect.
As you see, Lascannons all around.
Yep.
Then we have the heavy support squad with autocannons.
Just on there. And the siege breaker as well.
Siege breaker console.
Attached, yeah. One of your Scorpiuses. Making good use of this piece of terrain, because it's one of the bigger ones.
A tactical squad.
Yep. Front lining.
Front lining. Then I've got, they were deployed after because they're infiltrators, but you've got the recon squad with Nemesis Bolt.
You've got 2 recon squads. Where's the other? So you haven't deployed in front line. You've just basically deployed after me and further back the field.
And the other recon squad is over here.
Perfect. Yeah.
Since we're on this side, we also have the second Scorpius.
Yeah, like a mirrored image of the other side.
Yes. The other Land Raider with the Death Shroud and the Herald Consul.
Perfect. So another line unit.
We have the Rhino, and this has the Mortis Poisoner squad.
Perfect. Inside,
8 man inside.
And the last,
my last tactical squad.
And then in reserve, you do have your
I have a unit of Assault Destroyers.
In reserve. Yomi, we've actually played this game once off camera, and you didn't deep strike them. You are testing it out, see how they deploy and come in from reserve. So let's see how that goes. So again, it's a really good test game for Yomi and obviously for myself to actually get a recap of the rules we are implementing for the event itself. Now for the scary part. You want strategic advantage for all of our events. As a house rule, we have strategic advantage goes first and chooses if there's night fighting, which you have chosen night fighting, something we have to point out. And but the defender can steal the initiative and chooses sides. So at least there's a bit of a tactical approach for being defender and choosing a side which is better suited for yourself. Now, I'm going to steal the initiative, and as you've heard, I'm going to steal the initiative. I'm going to try, I'm going. So we've got the big I just stole dice. We're looking for this side, obviously, not any of the SM logos. So here we go. Can I steal the initiative? It would be a good steal because my Scorpios want to shoot before you shoot at me. No, that is not an I just stole. So it will be going Death Guard going first. And I just want to point out that your Rite of War gives dangerous terrain to all the terrain pieces not on his deployment zone. And the whole of his deployment zone is dangerous terrain. Just a reminder about that. With that said, on to turn 1 for the Death Guard coming up first. And we're back. Movement now over for the Death Guard on turn 1. So slightly moving up. Yomi, you can take us through what's actually happened, because there hasn't been a lot of movement, right?
There hasn't been a lot of movement.
Okay.
The Land Raider has made use of the trait, so I moved as much as
12
I can,
inches.
12 inches.
Yep.
So it can still fire. My heavy support squad has just spread out a little bit because I understand you've got Scorpiuses, and before it was just a pipe plate.
Yeah, basically.
It still is,
and
but
getting a couple of more inches
yes.
to the range as well by moving forward.
The Recon squad has moved to the left just to increase its range of vision on certain targets.
Perfect. Scorpiuses have stayed put, right?
Yes, I was considering a move, but it's going to remain where it is.
Okay.
They have also moved 4 inches forward, just again to increase their range of vision.
Perfect.
And the rest is holding line for now because
you don't want to get too close to E. Yeah,
right,
you're scared
now,
of Varaga. He knows how strong they are because they did create havoc last game, didn't they?
Yes, and in close combat, I know that is not where I shine at the moment.
Exactly.
At least not against you.
No. Perfect. So I think that's the movement phase ready. We'll get some dice ready and go into the shooting phase coming up. Okay, shooting time. So what's first?
These Recon Marines are going to be shooting at your heavy support squad.
Okay, just up here.
Up there.
I can't shoot back because my range is only 24 for this turn at least. I will... you still have a lot of shooting. I think I'm going to wait because I do have 2 assault shooting reactions. I am going to wait because I think there's other things that are going to do a little more damage. So this is how the other game started actually, with our tryout. He actually killed my Siege Breaker straight away. So all yours, my friend.
Okay, let's go.
So hitting on
4s.
4s, yep, because of night fighting. Perfect.
4 hits.
Yep.
And now to wound 5 rending.
Yep. Okay,
1
so
rending.
And strength is 5. So 2 normal wounds and 1 rending. Where do you want to put the wounds in?
Let's throw it all at the console.
All at the console, perfect. So I'm going to do my 2-ups first. And pass 2, and then a 5-up on the Siege Breaker, which is a 4. So 1 wound dealt on him. He is down to 1 wound remaining. Nothing I can do there. Okay, what else do you want to fire? Same rinse and repeat? Dun, dun, dun.
Let's see.
Or do you want to fire something else? Land Raider.
Land Raider towards your Land Raider.
Okay, so you would have to move it a bit more. Remember the line of sight. So yeah, you can do it now. Go back to this game. Yep, that's perfect. So, all yours. I will not be shrouding either yet. No, no shrouding yet. All yours.
Shooting the side ones
yep,
first.
Perfect, yep.
So these are not rerolls. Needing 4-ups to fail.
Okay.
And now the rerolling one.
Yep.
Fails to hit. Reroll. Hits.
And hits.
So 3 hits.
3 hits. So looking for 5s rerolling. 5s and rerolling. Nothing. So 1 glancing hit. Do I get any cover save from intervening models? I probably get. I'm just going to roll a 6 up from the models just in front, and nothing happened. So 1 hull point down, which I'll put down. So he's down to 3 hull points remaining. What else do you have? You can have a think if you want. You have a think?
Yeah,
okay. Okay, Yomi's had a bit of a think, and he knows what his next targets are. So what is the next target?
Recon squad, again, to your heavy supports.
To my heavy supports. Okay, perfect. So hitting on 4s. That is 3 hits. And then wounding on 3s with strength 5. And no rending, but 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
I guess you're putting them all into my console, right?
Yes.
Okay. So 2 ups. And that's it. He is dead. Nothing I can do. And that is not for strike. Because
but it cancels counter.
But cancels counter strikeouts. Perfect. Okay, what else do we have?
Require pinning test there.
Oh yeah, straight away because I've lost the wound. 5, 6, 7. Perfect, because my sergeant is still there.
Excellent.
Okay, and you still got the Land Raider and the Scorpiuses and the autocannons as well.
Scorpius, I'm gonna shoot first with this one. I believe is within range.
Okay. Oh yeah, everybody's 48, right?
See,
so should be quite in range.
Should be in range, but let's
see. Into here. Okay. So yeah, you're definitely in range. Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
So have you got a template?
Yes, I do. Oh, sorry. My movement.
Let's go and find one. And that is basically where it's going. So that's its maxed range on the Scorpius. So all yours. You can scatter away. And that is scatters fully, doesn't it? Scatters fully. You can re-roll, right? Because you've got
I've got a
Nucio box.
Nucio box just
Nucio
over
box there. Who sees the target?
And 7 inches away.
7 inches away. Okay, so we'll check out the distance and tell you how many it hit. Okay, we're back. The first one actually hit nothing, so we've been quite lucky. Second one, exact same place. Going for it this time again. And that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You want to reroll? Check how many you hit on this side, right?
So 10 would
probably hit 2, 3, maybe.
I think it's possibly just 1 or 2.
Yeah, the skirmish I think 2, right?
2
hits the plasma. You want to reroll?
I'll reroll.
Perfect. Okay, so he's keeping it there, and he's rerolling again with his Nucio Vox, which is a direct hit. Ouch. Okay, so everybody's hit. So there's 8 in there. So 2 ups, please. And obviously, I am not shrouding yet, because you have to say it before. I'm waiting for those autocannons, see what they do. Okay, so all yours. 2 ups. And there is, I've been quite lucky there.
2 rending.
So 2 rending, and the rest are, okay, so here I have 3 ups re-rolling, because I'm heavy now that my Siege Breaker is not there anymore. So 3 ups re-rolling. Both passed, and then these are rending, so I just have cover of a 5 up, which I pass 1. So only 1 dead.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that, Yomi.
Yeah.
That's a good day, a good start for me. Okay, so I think the only thing that has to shoot now, which is in range, is the autocannon squad. What is the target of that?
I also have this.
You also have the Land Raider.
Land Raider, but could you just roll a pinning test from the rocket barrage first?
Oh, yep, that's true, before we forget. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is a fail. So they are basically pinned. So we'll put a little marker here, wolf dice on it, and nothing I can do.
That changes my targets now.
Yes, they're pinned now, so they will be snapped. The only good thing is that I don't mind being pinned this turn because my range is just 24 because of night fighting. So this is the only turn I want to be pinned.
If there ever was a turn.
If there ever was a turn, yeah. What do you want to do next?
Okay, just realized my positioning is not great. So they are going to shoot at
the Dreadnought? Perfect. Everybody sees? More or less, I think, right? They will all get like a line of sight onto something.
Not with that.
Not with that.
Not with that.
So okay, let's count. Let's check line of sight, and maybe he changes it up to somewhere else. Okay, we're back, and we're actually going to fire the Land Raider first. So he's going to split bar, Power of the Fiend Spirit. He's got the twin linked and one of the sponsons firing into here, and then the other sponson is firing into the Dreadnoughts, right?
That's right.
I'm actually going to shroud with this Land Raider. instead. Okay. So all yours. So we'll do the
We'll do the Land Raider first.
Land Raider first. The twin link,
shots?
the 2 shots. Oh, a scatter. One was a hit. One was a hit anyway.
Well,
So
happy
just,
with that?
Yep.
Okay.
So just reroll one.
One
So
miss.
One miss. So 1 hit, 1 miss, and then you've got the twin link.
The twin linked.
Which
Hits.
hits. So 2 hits going into my Land Raider.
Nothing.
Nothing. Sunder. Nothing. Ooh. And then you've got 2 shots going into the dreadnoughts. So 1 hits and 2's to wound, which is a wound. So 5 up. Invulnerable save. Passes. Okay, and then we've got 18 autocannon shots because there's only 1 that can't fire. He is going into the Contemptor, the Cataphractii. Nothing I can do. I can't do any reactions because I've just spent mine. And
you got 2 reactions.
Oh, I've got 2. Oh yes, I can. Yeah, I know I can't because I'm fearless, so I can't shroud. So there's nothing I can do with him because I'm not within range. So all yours. 18 shots coming in hot, hitting on. Fours, but you ignore the distance, don't you?
Yeah, with the Auspex.
Auspex, okay. So hitting on 4s, that looks like a good roll actually, for now. Yeah, I think better than 3, 6, 9, so average, exactly average. And then you're looking for strength 7, so 4s, but you're looking for the rending really to make the damage. So 4s to wound, and you've got 1 rending. I'll do the rending first, which is a 5 up, fails, and then I've got 3 more to do. 1, 2, and 3. And this I think finishes off your turn, doesn't it? 2 ups, 2 wounds dealt on the Cataphractii. And I believe that's the end of your shooting phase, right?
That's right, yeah.
I don't think your bolters are in
range.
range.
No, bolters are not in range, or they shouldn't be.
No leadership needs to be done because nothing's lost more than 25. I'm quite happy with that. Just pinning on the autocannons. Wow. Yeah. So that's your turn. No charges. On to Space Wolves turn 1. Coming up next. Okay, we're back. Movement over for the Space Wolves, and in typical Space Wolf fashion, I've moved up the field as aggressive as I can. Last game we played, I actually went quite defensive with the Land Raiders. This time I've gone super aggressive. I want to get into combat as quickly as possible and start deleting things on that side of the battlefield. So I've run with everything I can. So my 2 Grey Slayers have run on this side. Yomi actually has had to react with this Land Raider because I actually caught him by surprise. And there is a Thunderhammer there to knock on the back doors of that Land Raider. And then I've stayed put because obviously I'm pinned here. Run up the field, move with my 2 Cataphractii, and like I've already stated, my 2 Land Raiders have moved up the field 12 inches. So basically that's my movement, and I'm going to get some dice ready and go straight into the shooting phase. Okay, we are back, and we're going to go straight into shooting. I'm going to use my Land Raider, which has Searchlights, to actually fire 4 of its Lascannons into the recon squads, and then the Heavy Bolter is going to fire into the autocannon just to light it up with a big light. So we're going to go with the Heavy Bolter first. It's hitting on 4s, and it's twin linked. That's 4 hits, and then 3s to wound. That is 4 wounds. Great start. 3 ups.
3 ups, yep.
Or do you want to take some? You have Artificer armor, don't you?
Yeah, but
not yet. Okay. So all passed. Perfect. But they have been lightened up. So, 4 Lascannons into your recon squads. You do want to shroud,
I want
right?
to shroud here, yes.
Okay. So hitting on 4s, 2 hits, and then 2s to wound. 2 wounds, please.
5 ups for shroud.
So 1 is slain. 1 goes splat. Perfect. Then we're going to move on to here, and we're going to do... This Land Raider is going to fire everything into your Land Raider. The Heavy Bolter is out of line of sight of anything that is infantry, because any defensive weapons you can fire at the closest infantry model, but it's out. So I'm going to shoot 4 Lascannons into your Land Raider. Do you want to shroud?
No.
Okay, I still have my Scorpiuses, so maybe you should save it up for that. Okay, so hitting on 4s, that's 1 hit. Nothing with a reroll for Sunder, and that's a nothing as well.
Okay.
Okay, but it is now lit up. which means that this guy can actually shoot at it with a with 2 shots. Gravis Melter, hitting on 3s, and looking for 6s. Nothing there. Perfect. And then we are going to do a multi-melter from here into the... I can only glance that Land Raider, so I won't do much. I'm going to shoot into your autocannons. 2 shots, hitting on 3s.
Actually,
do you want to shout? Do you want to shoot back?
I might shoot back.
Okay.
Actually. Yeah, I'll take a shoot back.
Okay, so 2 hits, 2s to wound, and you do have a 6-up. Sorry, a 5-up from the ruins, followed by a 6-up from the shroud.
Yeah. So 5 ups.
Oh, it doesn't even need the shroud. Now you do probably hit with everything, but we can do the shots off camera. Let's check line of sight. We'll do the shots off camera. We'll come back for my saving throws. Okay, we've shot. It's 4 normal wounds. Cataphractii is toughness 6, just a reminder, and 1 is a rending. So 2 ups here. Ooh, 2 wounds already, and a 5-up. Okay, that fails as well. So 3 wounds taken. They are 5 wounds each. So he is down to 2 wounds there. We also have to mark him because he lost a wound, didn't he? From something fired at him. One of the Lascannons fired at him, I think it was. I can't remember. We'll have to double check that. But I think something fired at him. I can't remember what it was. Yomi can't remember either.
I can't remember either.
Okay, so what I am going to do is, now that they're lit up, I'm going to fire my snap firing autocannons into your autocannons. Hitting on 6s. That is 2 hits. And looking for 2s. 1 wound, please.
Normal armor save.
Just a 3-up.
6.
Perfect. And then I'm going to go for my Scorpiuses. So my first Scorpius, I think the blast template is in here, is just going to go, it's in here, yeah. I'm just going to go for your autocannons. Do you want to just place it onto any there?
Which
just
would
there?
prefer
Yeah.
there?
There, that's a good roll. Okay, so that is a scatter of 5, 6, 7, 8 inches.
Do you want to work it out?
Yep, I've got. Do you have a tape measure? I think it's going to hit your Scorpius.
From here, we have
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, bang on the Scorpius.
Back on only the Scorpius, right?
Only the Scorpius.
Okay, so I need it's rending 4 up, so nothing there. Perfect. And then I'm going to do my second one is going to go into the exact same position.
Okay.
So here we go. It is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inches that way now.
Should get that unit.
Oh, nice. At least I get something. So 6, 7.
Okay, just a second.
I think it's
7.
7.
Oh,
Okay.
that one.
So 4, 5, 6, 7. At least I get something.
No,
choose to wound. So that is 3 normal saves and 4 are shrouded saves because you are still in your deployment zone.
Shrouded?
4 shrouded, yep. So
1.
3 dead.
3 dead.
And then 3 normal saves.
Normal saves.
1 more.
1 more, and can I take
And
a shrouded?
and you can take a shrouded, yes.
So
Nothing. So 4 in
dead.
total. Okay, not bad. A pinning check has to be made there as well.
Pinning. 7.
7. They
Minus
are
1,
minus 1. That's fine.
Just fine.
Yeah, perfect. So I'll let Yomi remove those dead, and then I'll have a little think about if there's anything else to shoot, and we'll come back for a conclusion. Okay, we're back, and that is actually all my shooting now done. So we're going to do a leadership test on that squad, who has lost 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, minus 1. You have failed there.
Yep.
You 2d6. That is 6 inches back. So running back, that is not bad at all. And then apart from that, is just 1 simple charge of a 9-inch into from here to here.
Do they go through the unit or as far out?
Just far out, just as closest possible route.
Sorry.
There we go. Yeah. In Zone Mortalis, if you go through, you can go through units, but if you do, they suffer panic attacks as well. Okay, so 9-inch charge here. That is a 5, 6, 7. So failed the charge, but I do move 4 inches up the field, and that actually finishes off my turn because there's no further charges. The score at the moment is 0-0 because no one scored. I didn't score my secondary, and that is it. Let's go on to turn 2 for the Death Guard coming up, and we're back. Movement now over for turn 2 Death Guard. A lot of things coming out to play now. Things coming out of their dedicated transports. A couple of things shuffling as well to get more line of sight. So Yomi, take us through what's happening here.
First of all, the reserves roll was successful. We have a
and they
deep strike.
drop down there.
Luckily, I got a hit.
Direct hit. I intercepted. I might as well with some pistols and plasma pistols. Actually failed to wound there, and then you've moved up with further things.
This tank has advanced.
Okay.
These have fallen back to give myself a bit more space from your charge.
Yep.
This has changed to get line of sight, potentially to that or other targets. This rhinos move forward. They dropped. They've moved forward to get more targets into range.
Yep.
And they rallied.
Yes, they have rallied. So they'll be snap firing this turn if they can see anything. Or
they have stayed put.
Okay.
They have just moved to spread out on their vision.
Yep.
Because their angle was not great initially. They have disembarked. This is my command squad with the Praetor.
Perfect.
And the second Scorpius has moved across to also gain line of sight.
Lovely. Perfect.
And that is
all your movements, right? Yeah, perfect. Let's get some dice ready and go into shooting. Moving on to the shooting phase, we're going to start with the Land Raider. He's using power between spirits. He's got 2 Lascannons firing into the autocannons and 3 Lascannons firing into the Dreadnought, which is now on 2 wounds. Am I within 24 inches with the autocannons to fire back? Let's quickly check here.
Well, I am using Searchlights.
Oh, you are switching. So I can shoot you back.
I have to.
So I will actually shoot back with this unit. I'm going to do that. So all yours. So 2 shots first into the auto. Okay, so we're doing into the Cataphractii first.
The 2 shot one first. 2 hits.
And there is night fighting in play as well.
Reroll
we have. I don't think we've mentioned that.
No, sorry.
Yeah, there is still night fighting in play.
And reroll into linked on this one. Hits. So
all
3 hits.
And then choose to wound. All wounds. Okay, so I need to pass 2 of these to survive. 5 ups. And no, he is dead. So D6 explosion is 5 inches. So I think it's going to catch quite a few of these guys. All the way there, he catches that. So everybody except these 2 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dice, please. 8 wounds needed. 2 up saves.
5, 6. Sorry. 1 fail.
1 fail. So that's 7 wounds in total. 3, 6, 7. I will not do my Artificer armor because I basically don't want. So I'll take 1 off. I'll do these first because you need to take out the ones in range of these blasts. And that is 1 dead. And then I'll roll another 3 up and pass it. So 1 is dead. And I shall take this one off. There we go. Now, I'll shoot back with my... Oh, you can do your 2 into the autocannon now.
Now, the other 2 shots?
Yep.
1 hits.
1 hits, and it's 2s to 5 up. Yep, 5 up from the ruin. No, 1 is dead, but I do fire back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14 in total. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12... 14 in total. Okay, hitting on 4s because of night fighting. Remove the 1s, 2s, and 3s. Remove. That's not bad. And then looking for 6s. Sadly, no Sunder because someone killed my siege breaker. So looking for 6s, and that is 1
effect. Oh, the rend.
It's a glance, right? 7,
yes.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is a glance. Just a glance on that. Perfect. So I'll let Yomi have a little think of what's next, and we'll carry on shooting. Okay, we're back, and it's the command squad time now to charge. Now, I could have used my special reaction here, but I didn't want to because this is very strong unit, and I would have basically died. So I'm holding up for a bit more. We've measured already the flamers, a total of 4 on the first one, 5 in now, so that's 9 wounds from the flamers to start off with.
First of all, the one with the 4 hits, I'm going to roll if it gets hot, just in case.
Yep. Because they are Alchem flamers,
yes,
right?
Alchem flamers. So you can shoot
and the second one with 5, you can shoot as well.
So we do have 9 hits.
9 hits, yep. So choose to wound because of flesh pain. And that is 2 fails. Reroll that one, yep. Okay, and then I shall use 3 ups because I don't really want to use my Artificer armor because I've got a Thunder Hammer, which is going to help me hit a bit back later on. So that is 3 dead. So 1, 2, and 3 for now. You do have some combi shots as well?
Yes. The Praetor?
Yep.
It's 1 shot rerolling, no?
Yep. No, 2 shots because you're in rapid fire range now.
Ah, yeah.
Yep. So 2 shots hitting on 3s, rerolling because of night fighting.
2 hits.
And then 4s to wound. That is 2 wounds. So
Just gonna clear
2 3-ups. That's another 1 slain.
Just gonna
And
clear some
then
dice.
you have your combis from the flamers, right?
Yes, those 2.
So that's just 1 shot each.
I'm just shooting both together,
Yep.
right? 1 shot each. Both miss.
Twin linked. They're still combis.
Yes, are they?
Twin linked, yeah.
Okay.
And
1 hits.
one wound, right? So 3 up.
No, sorry, one hits, and now I need to roll 2.
Okay.
Because both missed. No.
1 wound. I failed on a 1 there. So 1 more is dead. That's 5 dead from that shooting. Not bad at all. What is next? Do you want to do Scorpius? Do you want to do some sniper shots?
Let's do the Scorpius.
Into them.
Into
okay,
them.
rinse and repeat.
I
So,
have line of sight this time round.
okay, so we need the template, which has gone missing. Is it there?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Excellent. Scatter
So it won't scatter fully. There we go. So, first one, and you do have a Nucio Vox still there. So, do you want to... You
This would
minus your 4 now. So it's just
3 because of night fighting. No?
3 because of night fighting, yeah. So, do you want to...
Actually, it does it.
No,
It doesn't minus your ballistic skill. It minus 2 hits.
it's the reroll. The night fighting only gives you the reroll to... What was it, night fighting? We checked it last time.
Reroll
Night
to
fight,
the
a hit has to be rerolled, but the full scatter is only if you because you don't see. That's what it is. So minus 4 is only 2 inches there.
I think I still catch them all, don't I?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, if I move 2 inches there. Yeah, definitely with a move more than 2 inches. So that's 6 wounds, 6 hits, and 2's to wound. Okay,
Two
so
fail.
2 failed. These are breaching, and this is a. I'll do it on my sergeants. 2 up passes, and these are 5 ups from cover with nothing else. 2 dead, 2 slain. Perfect.
A pinning test on that.
A pinning check, yeah. With night fighting still in play. 6, 7.
You have your
my
sergeant.
sergeant is still there,
Yep.
so I am okay for now. Okay, we still have. Yeah, you want to do some snipers?
Onto that unit.
Onto the autocannon squad, yep. Hitting on 4s. There's 4 guys now at the moment.
Sorry,
So
my
reroll that, yeah.
Apologies.
1 miss, and 3's to wound.
Nothing.
Nothing there. Wow. Okay, so on this side it's just the autocannons. Do you want to select target now?
If they can only snap fire, they're going to fire there.
Okay, we can do that.
I mean,
So 6 snap fire. Oh, you might get 1 more, right?
24. I can just reach the 2. I can reach. I can only see. No, that one can actually see there.
Yep.
So up to 3 guys.
And act as a move, so you get an extra shots, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
2 shots each.
Perfect.
So 6. 1.
So you can only kill 2 guys.
I'm hitting on 6s.
6s, yeah.
1.
Yep, and 4's to wound. Oh, can't see that. What is it?
5.
A 5, so it's a wound. Okay, so 3 up. And it's a
6.
pass. Perfect.
Perfect.
Do you want to have a little think about what you're going to do with them? Or do you know?
I'm going to have a think.
Okay, we're back, and whilst we were off, we actually have done the destroyers. They have 2 flamers each. They are 2+ poisoned. They actually did 44 wounds. Now, they could only kill the front 4. One of them was of Auxilia, the other one was a sergeant. They actually have perished with all those wounds. I think he gave me like 40 wounds in total, something like that. So they have been dead. Obviously, the flamers don't reach the rest of them, but it's something that does take a long time. So we decided to do it off camera. But just an update on them. To follow up, we've got the tactical squad now firing 20 shots into them. They are still within range. So here we go, 20 shots coming in hot, hitting on 4s and wounding on 4s. So take 1, 2s, and 3s.
Sorry, I apologize. I should have rolled closer to you.
No, it's fine. This is fine. This is why we have a long, long gimbal. And then 4s to wounds. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 3 ups. And that is 2 dead. So this one and this one shall be dead. So I do need to take a leadership test there at the end of the shooting phase. Okay, we've got the autocannons now firing into the Land Raider. So he's opted to shoot into the Land Raider. We're going to see a glimpse of how good Sundering autocannons now are. I think everything hits, right?
Yeah. This one is.
You lost. Did you lose any?
No.
No. Okay, so it's a full squad of 10.
Back to the same.
Yep.
I'll roll this. 20 on 4s to hit.
4s to hit because of night fighting. And Not bad at all. And then fishing for sixes now here. So sixes re-rolling because of Sunder, because of the Master of... Siegebreaker, not Master of Signal. So that is one for now. This is the terrible rolling like last time, remember?
Yep.
Okay, and sixes again.
Nothing. Just one.
Nothing, just one. So you roll a d3 now.
Rending.
1, 2 at a glance. It is a
Penetrating.
See what happens.
Effect.
Is a 4, so stunned. So I've got heavy armor, so I can still shoot, but I can't move. And I go down to 3. There we go. Not bad. I wanted to show how good they were, but I actually failed there. Okay. Did you do your snipers? Yes,
I did that.
So it's just you and everything's done on this side. Everything's done. Yeah. So it's just the Rhino, the Land Raider, these 4 units here, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
The bolters onto that unit.
Okay. So,
Combi-Bolters is just one shot. No?
One shot twin linked because you're not within 24 hits, and doesn't work. Yeah.
That's right.
And then you were going to do
both these.
Yeah, the front mounted and the sponson into the Scorpius.
And this.
And this into there. I'm going to try and survive with the Scorpius. I'm going to shroud here with the Scorpius. So let's do the first 2 initial shots into the Land Raider.
The Land Raider.
2 hits. Yeah. And 5s with rerolls. No. And Sundering. Yes. 1 penetrating hit. That is exactly 1. Nothing here. I don't have any cover. And that is a 3, taken up to a 4. So it is stunned, which I ignore. I can still shoot, but I cannot move. And obviously go down to 4 hull points. And then we've got 2 normal shots and a twin links going into the Scorpius.
2 normal first.
Yep. 1 hits.
And the twin linked hits.
Hits. Okay, so 2 go through. 1, I believe 13. The side armor is it that? No, it's 12.
But I think you're on front.
No, side armor is... Oh, yes, it is front, yes. So 13. So
just about.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's a glance. You can reroll that if you want.
I will reroll.
Okay, so risk it for biscuit.
Nothing.
So 1 penetrating hit, which I can't do anything about. There's no cover between that shot. And that is a 2, which becomes a 3. So it is shaken. So I can move, but I can only snap fire. So that's a good thing for them. 4 hull points to start off. So that drops now to 3 on him. And then to finish off, we've got the Scorpius and the reconnaissance squads, right?
Just to clarify, even though it doesn't change anything,
yes,
it does have searchlights. Maybe it changes it for you to shoot at me.
Okay.
But everything that I'm shooting is in range of 24 or less.
Perfect. Okay.
They are shooting there.
Yep, nice and simple. 5 shots with the snipers. 2 hits.
And fishing for 5s.
2. So I guess it's
1 for the sergeant.
I do have 6 ups though. So
do you have any other 1 for the sergeant or 1 for the Vixilia?
Vixilia. Okay, so sergeant 6 up. He survives, and Vixilia, he dies. Okay, so Vixilia at least is removed from play. And then finishing off,
you've pinning test there.
Oh, pinning test straight away. 4, 5, 6, 7. Fine, because the sergeant did survive. And then you've got the Scorpius to do, right?
Yes.
Where is the target of that? You can basically fire
almost everywhere, yeah.
48 inches.
The border is there, and I think I might, because I moved about, reach your heavy
because
support.
you were just about into it.
So I think I'm going to aim the center of the template.
Probably on one of those, right?
There, that guy there.
I'll get the template for you.
This here, scatter dice.
There we go. It's a direct hit. It's night fighting still, so you do have to reroll.
Yes,
you need to reroll this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but you -4, so 5 inches. Have you got a tape measure? And I think it's still going to hit something. It hits 1 guy. So 2 up. It's a wound, and 3 up. That's a fail. And that is
another pinning test.
Oh, another pinning test because I did a wound. Yeah, that's fine. So that finishes off your shooting phase. I do need to do a leadership test here first. 6. I do have. Do I still?
No, you lost sergeant.
But it doesn't matter because I'm still leadership 7, so I'm okay there.
Yes, that's right.
How many did you kill here?
You had 7 to shoot back at me.
So it's a leadership test there as well. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is a fail. So 2d6.
Do you not have your sergeant there yet?
I do, but it's leadership 8, and I'm just rolling it. -1 with the night fighting. So that is. Ooh, they might be off the table. We'll measure that off camera. And I believe I need to do a leadership test over there as well. So they passed.
Right.
Perfect. So we'll measure this up and we'll come back for any charges. Okay, we're going straight into the fight phase because there was only one charge. He couldn't fail it, so we've done it off camera so it's quicker. We're now into the fight phase. He didn't issue a challenge. I did issue a challenge, and yep, he actually was a coward and has moved back. He doesn't want to get Slay the Warlord, which is an interesting, obviously, thing. We are trying to test plays. He doesn't really want to give me a point, especially for a mission like this, which is probably going to be low scoring. So he will not be attacking. He can't use his leadership test, but the banner does give a leadership of 10. So he's fine. So Lightning Claws and my Phoenician Axes going in first. So I'll allow Yomi, he's done it. I did react as well. I did.
Yes.
I've taken off your, basically made you a disordered charge. So all yours.
Lightning Claws, 4 attacks each, 8 dice.
Hitting on 3s
Hitting on
because your
3s.
weapon skill is 5. And then 4s re-rolling.
And rending on 6s.
And rending on 6s, yes sir.
1 round.
4s and re-rolling those fails. Okay, so I've got 3 wounds, which are AP 3 still. So they're all basically AP, they all go straight through. Unless I put them onto my Artificer armor, which I'm not. But I do have 6 ups here. So I can quickly roll these actually. 6 ups for my combat shields. That is 3 dead. So, but I do strike back. So 3 dead. I'll put a little 3 here. And then these are all my attacks. I do have counter attack, and I do have Reaping Blow, so a couple of them have got extra, and 2 close combat weapons for axe and pistol. Hitting on 5s though in return. So just 1, 2 hits, and then I don't think I have any strength. Oh yes, +1 strength. Here we go. Wounding on 3s. No wounds. Okay, now we go with all the unwieldy. So I take him off, I take him off, and I take him off, and we go with all the unwieldy weapons. So you do have 2 Thunder Hammers,
And 1 Chainfist.
3 attacks each.
So, 2 Thunder Hammers.
Yep, hitting on 3s. Ouch. And then
Wounding on 2s.
wounding on 2s. Okay.
6 phones.
Forward. So each one is brutal 2. So I'm just going to go 6 up, he's dead. 6 up, he's dead. So we don't need to do the Chainfist, but I do attack with my Thunder Hammer first. So I've got 2 attacks, 1 for charging because of counter attack, and nothing else. Hitting on 5s. Let's see if I can take a couple of them with me. 1 and 2s to wound. No wounds. Okay, so you do win combat, and you can consolidate up to your highest initiative, which is 5 on the Praetor.
Would he count as being
He would
there?
go back there, yeah. Perfect. So I'll let Yomi move that, and that is the end of turn 2 for the Death Guard. We move on to turn 2 for the not Blood Angels, Space Wolves. Coming up. We're back, turn 2 for the Space Wolves now, and the charge is getting now closer. So both of my Varagard units are out, meaning that all my army is now on the table. So let me take you through the movement. I have run with this Graceslayer unit. I have disembarked. I can't move my Land Raider, but I can disembark. So I've disembarked my Varagard on this side. We have run up with this Graceslayer unit, moved up with my Cataphractii, there we go. Haven't moved with my Scorpions. This one is stunned, so I can only be able to snapfire. And then I've moved round this way with the Land Raider and disembarked the Varagard on this side, which will go smashing into basically Yomi's. Oh, you did get Slay the Warlords, by the way, because that was my Warlord.
Oh.
The Siegebreaker is my Warlord. So you have got Slay the Warlord. So you are now a point ahead of me. And then I run up as well with these Gracelayers on this side. You did react with your Auto-Channel squad and moved slightly back. So that is all my movement. Let's go on to shooting coming up. Okay, we are back, and we're going to start actually with this Land Raider here. So I'm going to put 2 Lascannons into this Land Raider and 2 Lascannons into that Rhino just in front. Nice and easy. Heavy bolters, there's nothing in line of sight for them to fire at any infantry. So 2 Lascannons into
the Rhino will shroud.
The Rhino with shroud. You do have 2 reactions as well, right? Perfect. So 2 into this Land Raider here, hitting on 4s, no twin linked, and then 5s and 6s. Nothing. Sunder. That's a glance on that one. You do have intervening models, so you can roll a 6 up actually on there because you do have my Varriga just in front. Nothing, so 1 goes through, and then 2 into the Rhino. 2 hits and 9, 10. 2's 2 guns basically. 2 penetrating hits. 2 shrouded saves. Nothing. Okay, see what happens. And that goes boom. Yes. Okay, 6 inches to see if it hits anything. 1 inch doesn't hit anything, but you do have 10 guys inside?
8 guys.
8 guys. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2's 2 wounds. And that is 7 wounds, please. Do you have Artificer armor?
Yes, I'm not going to use it.
Okay. So 3 ups. And that is 2 are dead. Pinning check as well, please.
They're stubborn, but yeah, 4.
That's fine. Perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to remove that. We'll put the freshly on the table unit and we'll carry on shooting. Okay, more shooting. Second Land Raider targeting 4 Lascannons into the Land Raider. Just a reminder that anything with 4 hull points or more for this mission is scoring. So this is why I want to take down those 4 hull points or more vehicles. And here we go. And the heavy bolters are going to go just into your command squads. Heavy bolters first, hitting on 4s. Twin linked. 2 hits. 3's to wound. 2 wounds, please. 2 ups.
I will be shrouding on the...
And you're shrouding on the Land Raider.
The wounds, 2 ups.
Perfect. Okay. 4 Lascannons coming in hot, hitting on 4s. That is only 1 hit. And looking for 5s and 6s. That's a glance, which I'm going to take it. I'm not going to risk it. So
5 up.
5 up. Shrouded.
Saves.
Passes. And that is all my shooting. I don't want you. You've used your 2 reactions now, right? So you can't overwatch here. So I might as well shoot here. I'm going to do a melter shots. Twin linked. It is twin linked at least. So hits and choose to splat. So 1 is dead. I don't think you have any invulnerable saves or anything, right? And then he does have a flamer, which I'm going to get a template really quickly. And he's going to go and get 1, 2, 3, 4, I think that way. So 5, right?
Yeah, if we go for that way, 5, yeah.
Okay. So 3, 5. Looking for 3s, strength 5. So 2 ones, please.
Is it heavy flame or
It's a heavy. Is it strength 6?
No, heavy flame is strength 5.
Okay, so 2
normal
ones.
flame is
2 ones.
2 ones.
That is 2 more dead.
2 more dead.
They're 1 wound each, right?
1 wound each.
Okay, that's not bad. So I can carry on shooting some pistols and stuff. I might as well do 4 pistols onto them now that they can't react back. That is 3 hits, 2 4s to wound, 2 wounds, please. Both passed, and I am actually going to not do anything else because I don't want the charges to be longer. So that is all from that. I have 1 Scorpius, which is going to land directly onto that squished unit up there.
Happy with that one?
Happy with it. Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's scatter here. That is a hit. Night fights in, so I have to re-roll the scatter again. And that is 4 5 inches. I can't see them, so basically I need to...
You'll still hit some.
Hopefully.
5 from there.
So, is it 1 maybe?
1.
1, okay. That is a
rending.
Rending. So you do have a cover save of a 5 up and then a shrouded of a 6 up.
Cover first. Saves.
Saves on a 5 up. Perfect. So our Scorpiuses aren't doing very well.
No.
None of our 4 Scorpiuses are doing well. Okay, that's the end of the shooting. I'll have a little think about charges and we'll go into that coming up. Okay, we're back and there's actually a lot of charges this turn. So the first charge I'm going to do is I'm going to go Varriga into your command squad. Nothing you want to do, right? Okay, so they're in with a 5. Then my second charge is my Greyslayer into your tactical squad, which I needed a 6, did you say, or 7?
7.
7.
Yes.
4, 5, 6, 7. So they've made it in. Then over here, I'm going to send the Dreadnought first because you might want to overwatch.
Yes.
Okay, we'll do that off camera because it's Wall of Death and it's 2 Wall of Death each, and you do also have to get shots as well, right?
That's right.
It's very time consuming. We'll do that off camera. We'll come back for the number of wounds. If he doesn't die, they will charge in as well. So I'll make sure that they charge in. This Varaga squad is going into the Land Raider. Nothing you can do. And they made it in. And then I need a 9 over here, which you don't have any more reactions, right?
No more reactions.
Okay. Can I get them in? 6, 7, 8,
Yes.
9. Interesting turn. The Space Wolves have arrived. Let's go straight into combat. Okay, we're back and we're going straight into combat. As you can see, there's a lot to do. So, just a reminder, rad grenades on here, but there is toxin bombs on this unit that he's paid for. I need to roll a dice for every model that has charged. On the roll of a 1, they take a wound. So I'm going to do 1 for. Do I have to do it separately or no? Or is it into the?
I think it's in the unit.
Into the units. So no one's there. Now I do have to take dangerous terrain tests for these guys, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You should all be inside.
3,
Yes.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So again, on a 1, I suffer a wound.
Yep.
Nothing there. And then over there, I think it's 9 as well. 3, 6, 8. 3, 6, 7,
8.
8, right? Yeah, so remove 1. Any 1s. That is 2 1s. Can I take armor saves?
No.
Nothing. No, I only invulnerable saves. So 6 ups. Okay, so 1 is slain from the dangerous thing. So you can remove 1 before we forget. Just push him further
In
back.
particular? Oh, this is the sergeant?
Yeah, not my Thunderhammer, please.
No, not your thunder.
Okay, so we're going to strike with this unit first. All these are my attacks, and I have 3 attacks each, and then I have 2 of them with Reaping Blow that are within 2 place contact. So we're fighting at the same time here. So I'm going to roll all these first, hitting on 4s. Okay, we move the 1s, 2s, and 3s. All these are misses. Miss, miss, miss. And these are now all hits. And then strength is 5. So 3 is taunt. Move, remove, remove, remove. So for now it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 wounds, please. You do strike back at the same initiative, but you can do your saves first if you want.
Yeah,
You do have Artificer Armour as well.
yes, but is it normal armor save?
You can do Artificer Armour on 4 of them if you
No,
want.
normal armor
Okay,
save.
so do...
Actually, yeah, I might do the Artificer armor because I do strike at initiative, so it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah,
I'm losing now.
exactly. So you can do up to 4. So
Artificer first. Saves.
Passes, you can do 2 more. 1 and 2, perfect. And then the rest are
On the
3
units.
ups. Yeah. So you lose 1 guy for now. Now you do strike back at normal initiative, right?
Yep.
So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with bayonets. So 5 hitting on 4s.
5 hitting on 4s.
This is the bayonets first. 1 hits, and then 3 is re-rolling.
Once.
1 wound. I will do a 3 up. Passes, and then your scythe is at normal initiative, right?
Yes.
You
So
do have the
Reaping Blows
Reaping
is an
Blow.
extra attack, so it would be 3 attacks. 2 for the sergeant, 1 for the Reaping Blow.
Yes, exactly. Hitting on 4s, so 2 hits.
2
and
wounds.
2 wounds, which are AP 3. So I will take them. I don't think I'm going to risk it, and I'm going to go with 6 ups on the guys. So 1 is dead. So 1 apiece, right? So right now, I've died and I've killed. 1.
No, yeah, no, you killed him. Sorry.
No, I haven't attacked
yeah,
that. So
yeah,
yeah,
sorry,
1
yes,
there.
yes.
And then I do have my sergeant who has 2 attacks plus 1 for charging, hitting on 4s and killing on 2s. Nothing.
Oh.
So we draw, but I have a Vixilia and
Yes,
you don't. So
I don't.
I win by 1. So leadership test
Pass.
passes. We stay stuck in there. What we're going to do is we're going to do that combat off camera. We're going to do. We can go into this combat. I think it's a lot of attacks as well. That's a lot of attacks. I think these are quite boring. So we can do these 3 off camera and basically show what has happened. And then we'll come back and do this combat on camera. Okay, we're back and we've done all of these combats. And it's good that we haven't recorded because it has taken a long time. So we actually drew that combat. I think we killed 2. No, I won that combat, but you passed the leadership test.
That's right.
And we're stuck in there. Here we drew and nothing happens there. I've taken 3 hull points off this Land Raider. Still on 1. Remember that Strength 8 needed 6s to glance that very powerful and resilient tank. And then I have cleared out the reconnaissance squad on that side, which is pretty tasty. He failed his leadership and ran off the table, actually, after losing combat. Now, we're going on to the main event, which we're all here for. You didn't issue a challenge, but I did, and I've issued the challenge with my Thurn, we said it called? Thurn. Thegn.
The unit
Thurn.
champion.
The unit champion, the sergeant. They can issue and accept, so I've challenged him with one of them. He has accepted, so this is my time now to shine and try and get Slay the Warlord here. So we're going to go through initiative. First guy to attack is my chaplain / apothecary. Chosen, what was it called?
You got me there. Chosen of the Slain or?
No, that's not it. I always forget his name. This is very bad, I'm sure. Speaker of the Dead, not even Chosen. Speaker of the Dead's going first with his 3 attacks as standard, +1 for charging, +1 for 2 post-combat weapons. Hitting on my weapon skill is 5, so well. Hitting on 4s, but I am re-rolling because it's the first round of combat. And then strength is 6, so I'm choose to wound.
Yep.
4 wounds, but AP3.
AP3. 2 up saves?
Yes, sir. So takes a wound. So one's just, there's a little wound marker here. There you go.
Perfect.
And then your lightning claws will be next with 4 attacks each, so 8 attacks. Majority weapon skill is 6 though, so you're hitting on 5s. Because I'm a space wolf and I'm heavy. So 8 attacks.
I'm the heavy one here.
Okay.
8 attacks.
Hitting on 5s. Okay, not bad. 3 hits, and then 4s re-rolling. 4s.
1 rending.
1 rending and re-rolling.
3
wow, 3 rending. Pretty tasty there. I'm going to take it. Yeah, I'm just going to take it on my normal guys. So 4 ups. And 1 is down to 1 wound. So if you want to put a little wound marker before we forget, that is the perfect choice. And then we go on to any. And then we go on to our unwieldy weapons.
Yeah.
We'll leave the challenge for last, I think. I think that's more important. So these are all, I'm going to use my Thunder Hammers. I am hitting on 3s and I am re-rolling. Because it's the first round of combat. So these are misses, and then choose to kill. This is absolutely disgusting. Need to re-roll these. Okay. So all this is brutal too. So you need to do 1 at a time. So I'll go telling you how many we have. So first one.
I'll go first on the guy with the wound.
Okay, perfect.
So
4 ups.
Pass.
Passes. And then 1 more, please.
Passes.
Wow, good starts.
The other one?
1 dies. Okay, so he's dead on the 3rd roll. And then we have number 2.
Number 2, we'll go for the other lightning claw.
Yep. Dies as well, instantly killed. Next one is a hammer, even though you'll strike back, don't worry about that.
That one
yep.
with a combi.
Is dead
Fails,
as well.
Dead.
Next one.
The other combi.
Passes. 1 more. So there's 4 left. Dead. And then we've got the banner next.
Yeah. Sorry, the banner.
You can leave them there. Banner.
Passes.
Survives. 2 more. He's dead. He's dead. Then 1 more, which would go onto your Praetor. So a 4 up. And he survives. Okay. Now, you do strike with all of those, so we will do that now. So 2 Thunder Hammers and 1 Power Fist. So 2, you don't have Counter Strike, right?
No.
So 4 Thunder Hammers. We'll do them separately.
We've got 2 attacks each, no base?
Yeah, and I've killed 2, right?
Yeah.
2. So 4, and then because the Chainfist is different.
4 Thunder Hammers?
Brutal 2. Yes.
Nothing?
Nothing. And then 2 attacks on the Chainfist. 1 hit.
2's to wound.
1 wound. 4 up save. Passes again. Okay, so now it's only my Thurn or Sergeant and your Praetor. So we're both weapon skill 6 at this point. You have a total of 4 attacks.
That's right.
I have 5 attacks though. Okay, so all yours. Hitting on 4s on your side.
1.
That's not bad at all. 3 go through.
2s.
And 2's to wound. So 2. So I'll do my saves. So on this on the on the challenge 4-ups, he would die, and then they will spill through because of SN rules onto the second, who die. So 2 are dead, but I attack back, hitting on 3s. Rerolling.
No, he didn't false. No, sorry.
4s, yeah. I rerolled these. Sorry, because the chaplain's there, and then 2s. I knew this was going to happen. So, one more, brutal 2.
True, shit.
Oh, he survives! Crazy! Okay, so you do lose combat though.
Yes.
By a lot. So let's roll and then we can see.
Right,
if,
so it's 8 wounds.
yes, and you've done...
1 there, and then 3 more.
He killed 2. This one and... No, he killed 1. He killed the challenger guy. I passed the save, right?
Yeah, but and then we had the lightning claw did 1 wound, so
Okay.
I think that's a minus 7
So,
or 8.
So you've done a total of 3 wounds. I've done a total of what? 2, 4, 6, 8. So 5, 6, 7. So 5 minus 5. You are stubborn though, right? You are inexorable because you're in Terminator armor. So you just leadership 10 basically.
Okay.
You're fine. I have fear 1. What did you roll?
Sorry, a 6.
A 6. You're
5
still
and a
fine. You're still fine. Crazy. That was crazy. Passed so many, but Baragar just booted, aren't they? Okay, so still Slay the Warlord is in play. But look, the good thing is that they are in combat, so it'll probably not survive the next onslaught of attacks. Okay, perfect. That was only turn 2. Wow, turn 3 coming up. And we're back. Movement now over for the Death Guard on turn 3. Movement over. Joe, take us through what's actually happening. Obviously, there's a lot less now on the table. There's a lot of things in combat, but there is still things that are quite important for the game itself.
I'll start from my left side.
Yep.
The Land Raider moves towards the left to disembark the Death Shroud with the Herald.
Okay, perfect.
I need to start thinking of bolt control.
Mm-hmm.
The Land Raider, I would have preferred if I could have moved somewhere else, but it has to stay there because of movement.
Yep.
My Mortal Poisoners have moved forward to try and engage the Varanga?
Varaga, yeah.
Varaga.
Yeah. Your Scorpius,
because of my movement, you reacted into me.
I've used my special reaction. Obviously, you were within 12 inches, so I can do it. Now, this is a weird one because obviously I charged it, but I'm not getting... I am in combat, but you can still shoot. So it's a weird one, but obviously I made that charge and I will be hitting the back end with the Thunder Hammer. And then you slightly moved with the tactical squad,
That's right. The tactical squad has advanced slightly to the left so I can reach...
It's advanced.
No, sorry, as in...
Just moved.
Moved. Sorry, wrong choice of words.
Yeah, not run. Yeah.
They have moved as well.
Perfect.
Basically to keep my options open.
Okay.
They're in combat. They moved slightly forward to change my arcs of vision.
Okay.
This moved forward from back here.
Perfect. Yep. Slightly move again to get some line of sight.
Line of sight and mobility options. The tank from here
just moved forward
and tilted to try and see my options and targets.
Perfect. Okay, so that's the movement. There is a lot of shooting. We'll get some dice ready and move on to the shooting phase. Starting off the shooting phase, we've got this Land Raider. It's actually firing all of its guns into different targets. So we've got the first Sponson, just about seeing the first of the Varaga there. Then we have the middle gun firing into the corner of this tank, and then the other Sponson firing into the back end of the Scorpius, where my troops have actually gone into combat with. So let's shoot one at a time then.
We'll start with against the Varaga.
Okay, perfect.
2 shots.
2 shots, hitting.
Night fighting
no
is over.
night fighting. Night fighting is over, yes, finally.
2 6s.
Perfect. 2 hits, 2 to wound.
2 wounds.
That is 2 wounds. Okay, so I think you can only kill 1, right?
Not instant death, no?
Yeah, but can you only see 1, I mean, or from that angle, or
if it's from the center line?
Yes, 2. Okay, so 4-ups, both pass.
Both pass. Okay.
And then we've got the center line one, which is firing into the Land Raider.
Land Raider is re-rolling misses, hits.
Yep. And then 5s, re-rolling because of Sunder. And that is a 6. I have intervening models, so a 6-up. And that's, goes through. So roll and see what happens. A 5 is a 6, so it is immobilized. And this goes down to a 3. So we'll put a little 6 on it just to make sure we don't forget. And
these last cannons.
And then the 2 last cannons into the last of the troops on that side. 2 hits, 2s to wound, 2 wounds, 2 6-ups from the combat shields. and 2 are splats. Obviously, I'll leave the Thunder Hammer and I'll remove 2. I do have to do a leadership though, because I've lost more than 25%. Okay, moving on to...
I'm going to move on to these over here.
With the Flamers, right?
With the Flamers, but the champion who's here is going to actually throw his Phosphex grenade.
Perfect. Okay, so 6 inches small blast, right?
That's right.
Okay, so we'll get a little template first.
I'll get my own.
Yeah, own Death Guard ones. And within 6 inches...
6 inches, I can actually place it
all the way there.
There.
Okay, perfect. So hitting about 4 at the moment. Scatter dice, do you have one?
Yeah. So, hit.
And that is a direct hit, so hits 4 of them. 4. And what is this?
Strength 5, AP 2.
Okay.
And it has remains in play, but we have different rules for SN.
Yeah, for SN, so it just gives me the...
Strength 5, AP 2, so 3 to wounds?
3 to wounds, 3 wounds.
4 wounds, sorry, 4 wounds.
4 wounds, okay. AP2, right?
AP2.
So 4 ups. And that is 1 Varagard dead, which is this guy here. And I think it slows my movement, right? No?
Well, it creates... From the SN rules, it creates dangerous...
dangerous terrain for each model in it, right?
Yes.
If I move. Perfect.
So, at the moment, you're affected by dangerous terrain.
Yep. And you do have the flamers now to put
That's
on top as well. Okay, we'll do this off camera. And then we'll do small arms fire if needed, and we'll come back for the rest of the units. Okay, we're back, and all these flamers wounded, I think it was 40 times, right? Wounded.
No, 25. Hit 30, hit 30, wounded 25.
Hits 40, hit 40.
30.
30, okay, 30 times. And I do have 2 ups here, and I re-roll because I am heavy. So, re-roll.
But does he have a heavy?
Oh no, he doesn't have heavy. So, they don't get heavy, no? Okay, so 3 wounds in total. So that is 1 and a bit dead. Because the whole unit, your whole unit has to have the heavy to have that rule, right?
Half of its soul got melted. Which one?
Any, doesn't matter. Yeah, any. There we go. Okay, perfect. You do want to do some shots with the tactical squads?
With the tactical squads? Well, actually, let's do something.
Yeah.
Scorpius there.
Okay.
Line of sight. Yep.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Range,
and
not a problem.
Blast,
large blast and the scatter dice. Here's the scatter and the large blast.
And I am going to shroud here.
Okay. I'm going to place it on
that one. On
the character.
Perfect. That is scatters, but -4, so 4 inches.
I'm going to reroll
with the Nucio Vox. Perfect. So reroll, and that is a 4. So it's a direct hit.
Yep.
So hits 4 of them.
Yep.
2's to wound. And that is 2 wounds. Both of them are breaching. So 4 ups, 1 passes, and then a shrouded here. Over 5 up. No, so 1 more.
The one with the wound dice.
Yeah, the one with the wounded dice. Perfect. 1 more is cleared out.
The wound dice.
Yep. And then we want to go with the tactical squad, right?
Yeah, because here I'm only going to be able to kill... Well, actually, I'm going to shoot here because that only has the Thunder Hammer.
Perfect.
So if I can get rid of that...
Okay. So that's 2... I don't think we'll be within 12. So that's
2 shots each.
20 shots. Because you always pride Fury of the Legion. So 20 shots.
Should be...
19, and then one of the green dice, right?
That should... Yeah. 9, 6, 15... 19, 20.
Okay. So hitting on 3s. And wounding on
4s, no?
4s, yeah. 4s to wound. Okay, how many is that?
7.
7, okay. 2 ups on him because he's the only one without his armor. And he is dead with him wearing. So he is dead. Just 1 more remaining only. I'll take him. There we go. And then what else do we have? I think this side is all done, right?
Actually, I messed up because I didn't shoot, but the Combi-Bolter to them?
Yeah, you can
happy with that?
Yep, so 1 shot to linked.
Misses?
To linked. Misses, okay.
Okay.
And then I'll let Joe have a little think about what's happening on this side, and we'll carry on shooting. Go back. Autocannons are firing into the Land Raider, trying to take off its last 4 hull points. Hitting on 3s this time because no night fighting. Okay, and then a couple of misses, and 1 more there. That's a great little hit. And then looking for 6s re-rolling. And I do get, if you
should get cover.
Yeah, I get cover, yeah.
1, 2.
2, and then re-roll those.
Oh, shit.
That's okay. That's okay. Carry on. And then that's two more. So 4 in total. I do have 6 up cover saves. And none through. So it is a wreck.
And I cannot blow it up, can I?
And you can't blow it up, no,
So
because I just put some flames on it. Okay, perfect. You've got some sniper shots also on that side, and they are firing all the way into the Varaga over here. I will get cover, but obviously they can see me. So hitting on 3s, 3 hits, and 3's 2 wounds.
Yep, and 5 up.
5 up are rending. Oof, that is exactly what you wanted.
I'm going all for the console.
All for the console, okay. So 5 ups with Fear No Pain, which I haven't been doing actually on the Varaga. I need to do my Fear No Pains, I've forgotten. So that is 2 wounds, so he's dead for sure. What I haven't been doing is the Fear No Pain on these.
This one cannot save.
That cannot be saved.
But I caused 1 wound with the flamers.
With the flamers, okay. So I will.
But only would have been an instant death in the next one after.
Because of
the one that I removed was actually an instant death, and actually not, but the Phosphex grenade.
The Phosphex grenade would have had. So the Phosphex grenade, I think, took a guy off.
Yes.
And then we also did a wound with the flamers, right? No,
the flamers caused 1 wound, which is
two wounds. 2 wounds went through, or 3 because I couldn't use my what could I use? I couldn't use my reroll. I think it was
3 wounds from the flamers.
Yeah, and
2 from, and then it was 2 wounds from this.
That one forgets. So these I can do Feel No Pains on these, which is 5 up. So two of them are back. It's important to actually bring them back before him, but he is now dead. So I'll bring 2 of them back, and then we're gonna finish off with the Scorpius and the Land Raider. Coming up. Okay, Land Raider time, firing into the Scorpius now, because obviously the Land Raider is now up in flames. One of the sponsons can't fire, but these 2 and the front can fire at it. I will shroud, I might as well shroud, because obviously it's the last time I will be doing it. So,
did you shroud before?
I shrouded over there with the Varaga. Yeah, I shrouded with the Varaga, that's it.
But your Warlord died. The Siegebreaker, he said, was the Warlord.
Oh yes, it is, which was the one that was giving me 2. So yeah, I think I've done it once before.
Don't worry.
Okay, so here we go.
The twin Lascannon first.
Yes.
The 2 shots Lascannon. Both
2 hits and
twin
1
linked.
twin linked.
Hits.
All hits.
Penetration rolls.
And you can sunder. I think the sidearm is 12, isn't it? So these are both going through, and
we'll
this
reroll
is
that
a 6. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, it's all penetrating hits. I do have cover saves. I get a +1 because my front armor is not seen. So 5 ups. And 1 goes through. So roll to see what happens. That is a 4/5. So weapon destroyed, which is obviously the big thing in the third. Had to be weapon destroyed. So I go down to 3 hull points. And this is taken off. We'll put some flames there. And I believe that's the Scorpius to finish off.
I'm just going to check my range because I'm very limited on what's into combat or not. No, I can only go for your Scorpius.
Scorpius. Okay, do you want to scatter? Just roll a scatter. We'll put it back. If it's a hit,
it saves a lot of work.
It saves a lot of work. So, it's a hit, direct hit, and there's no night fighting.
Always a side armor.
Always a side armor because it's ordnance.
Rend.
And it's a 5. So it's a rend at strength 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, so it is a penetrating hit. See what happens.
Effect
is a 1. So basically, I can only snap that, and goes down to 2. I believe that is all your shooting.
Yes.
So let's get some dice and go into the charge phase. A quick leadership before we finish. Obviously, we have the lone wolf on that side, and he is okay. So he stays put.
He's good.
Perfect. So we go straight into combat now. Do you want to charge anything?
Yes, charge, they're going to charge there.
Okay. Do they have 1 wound each or 2?
1.
1 wound each. Okay. So I will. I think that's the only charge you do have. So, because they've come out as well, right?
That's right.
But you'll probably want to escape with that. I will... Yeah, I'll brace there so you can...
I lose my...
You lose your extra attack,
charge,
yeah. So, do you want to roll for that? And I believe that's all your charges, yeah?
This is in combat, this should somewhere else.
Yep.
Yep.
So, roll and see. -2 for moving through the terrain.
I don't get...
You ignore it? Okay, with this Rite of War, right?
No, that's my trait. I ignore dangerous with this Rite of War. But I ignore difficult at all times.
Ignore difficult at all times, man. Cool. So, made it in. Perfect. So, let's move them in, get some dice, and go straight into combat. First combat is the newly opened combat, which is the Varaga with the... What are they called? Mortifiers, right?
Mortis Poison Aggregate.
Mortis
Poison Squad.
Poison Squads. Okay. So, you go straight. You go first. I'm going to do Lightning Claws with 3 of them. My Sergeant's going to do a Thunderhammer attack. So, all yours.
I'm going to start with the Squad Sergeants.
Perfect.
With the Power Scythe.
Okay.
Since you've held...
Yeah.
Your reaction was to hold. I've lost my extra attack on the charge, but
Perfect.
I got the 2 base +1 for reaping. 2 hit, not 1 hits.
1 hit because you're hitting on 5s, yeah. And +2 strength, is it?
+2 strength, so 2 + 2 wounds.
2
because
wounds.
of rat grenades.
Yep, and looking for 6s, really.
Wounded.
Still a wound, 2 up save. Passes. And then you've got the rest of the attacks.
The rest of the guys, which are
Chainswords.
That's right. 7 guys with 2 attacks, with 2 weapons each.
Perfect.
So 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Hitting on 5s again.
Sorry. Hitting on 5s.
Okay. Taking, move those. And then looking for 4s, rerolling.
Wounding on 3s because of rat grenades.
3s, nice. 3s, rerolling.
All wound.
All wounds. Okay, so 4 in total. 2 up saves. All passed.
Cool.
Perfect. My time to strike with my Lightning Claws. You don't have any unwieldy weapons, right? So I can do all my attacks. So hitting on 3s first. And that is a couple of misses here. And then looking for 4s, rerolling. 4s, rerolling because of Lightning Claws. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 dead, and then 4 rending.
Okay, I'm gonna do the 4 dead on the sergeant.
First. Okay, yep.
On 2 ups. So first one, saves. Sorry.
Yep.
Saves.
Passes, and passes, and then you've got 4 dead.
4 dead.
And then I'm going to do my Thunderhammer attacks. So there's still 4 left, right?
That's right.
Okay, so hitting on 3s. And killing on 2s. And that is 3 dead. Nothing you can do. Brutal to each. So I win by a lot. So you do a leadership test, please. And fail.
Nope. Stubborn.
And so you are stubborn, but just stubborn. 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Okay, so we stay there and we move on to this combat. Okay, moving on to the center ground here, then 2 attacks +1 for 2 pistols in each, and the sergeant has a, what do you call it? Power sight. Power sight first?
Yes, let's go. Everything's being directed to the troops.
Perfect. Okay, into the infantry.
So 4 to hit.
4s.
1.
1 hit, and strength is 6. So 1 wound.
1 wound. AP3.
Normal save, so 3 up save.
No, AP3. So
AP3.
Just
okay.
invulnerable.
Just invulnerable. So 1 is dead. And then
the other guys
the attack with the rest, which are 3 attacks each.
Yes. 4 to hit.
Perfect.
And 4 to wound. No, 4 to wound.
4 to wound. No
rerolls.
No rerolls, right?
1 wound.
1 wound. Okay, so a 3 up. And a pass. Okay, so I strike back with him first. 2 attacks, hitting on 4s, and wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds.
Basic armor save, no?
Basic armor save, yes.
Normal guys, save.
Save. And then my Dreadnought hitting on 3s and killing on 2s. That is 2 dead. So I win by 1, basically.
Yep.
So leadership test there. Are they stubborn as well?
They're stubborn as well.
Okay. 6 of they fail.
They fail.
So see if I catch you. So first of all, roll 1d6 for them. Okay, so I can't catch you because it's 2 of them trying to cut you down, so I can't do anything. So 3d6 because you're jump back infantry. And that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 inches back. Let's move them back and move into the next combat. Okay, we're back. We've sped things up. We've actually done this combat. I actually won by 3, but Joseph actually rolled quite low, and we're still in combat, even with the Vixilia on that side. Now, to finish off, we're going to go and try and get Slay the Warlord here. I strike first with my Centurion. So I'm hitting at weapon skill 5 to your 6, so I'm hitting on 5s. And that is, and Mastercrafted as well. So 3 hits. And then strength 6, so 2s to wound. That is 3 wounds, please.
AP?
No AP, it's a power ball. So
4 ups. So 2 ups, sorry?
AP3. No AP, but I mean AP3.
2 ups?
2 ups, yeah. Perfect. Okay. Now I'll let you strike very quickly because I'm striking with my hammers at the same time as you.
Okay, so this is my Praetor.
Hitting on 3s now because I'm weapon skill 5 because I didn't charge.
So on 3 hits.
And then 2s to wound.
2s to wound.
3 wounds. Okay, so first one, brutal 2. There's 4 ups. There's 1 dead. Second one is a survives. Third one is dead. So 2 are dead, but I do strike back with them. So one of them is my sergeant.
I'm removing the die because you would have.
Yeah, I would have removed the one with the wound. So my sergeant has 3 attacks plus 2 close combat weapons or specialist weapons, and then I've got 3 on the rest of the others. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here we go. Okay, hitting on 5s though because my weapon skill is 5. Remove these, this, and this. It's not looking good for you.
Not at all.
And 2s to wound. Okay, couple of ones there. So brute.
10 saves.
Any one you fail is basically
10 saves.
a dead man. Yeah. So 10 saves.
10. There we go.
Yeah. You have to have all 4 ups. You need 4 ups on all of them. Okay, so slay the warlord there. And another unit with a line as well. So he is dead. I will probably consolidate a bit closer. And that is the end of turn 3 for the Death Guard. Oh, what a blood match it is. On to turn 3 for the Space Wolves. Okay, the bloodbath continues as turn 3 movement is over for the Space Wolves. There is a lot in combat. I've stayed put in combat. This is immobilized but can get some cheeky shots onto the vehicles themselves. Slightly moved up with my Castaferum, and then I haven't moved because I didn't want the vehicles to run away from me and create a reaction for Yomi. So quite simple movement. We can go straight into shooting. First of all, I'm going to do my Land Raider. My 2 Lascannons are going to go into the Spartan, into the Land Raider, and this 2 Lascannons are going to go into the Scorpius. Do you want to shroud with any of those? You don't have your extra shooting now, so
no, I don't. No, I'm thinking something which I haven't done.
Is your advanced reaction? No? You can't do it on vehicles though. You can do it with anything with a wounds characteristic. So you can do it on dreadnoughts.
I know. I cannot get the feel no pain, but I'm not sure about the
movement. Maybe. I think they have the feel. Yeah, I think the movement you can do.
But I don't get the feel no pain.
But you don't get the feel no pain. Yes.
Which is what I'm considering, because to be honest, the feel no pain is not what I'm seeking at the moment.
So it is up to you.
We're going to, and I can move 7 inches.
Yes.
So
I'll let you have a think. Okay, after some thought, he's not going to waste it yet, so he'll have it for later turns. 2 Lascannons going into your Land Raider, hitting on 3s, both hits, and then looking for 5s and 6s, re-rolling because of Sunder, and that is a 5. That is the glance I need. You have a 6-up save, and it's a 6. Oh, naughty, naughty. Okay, next one is going into the Scorpius. 2 hits as well, and then looking for 3s, 9, 10, 11, 12. Side armor, reroll this one. That is 2 pens. You do have 6-up cover saves from the trees.
Cover, and then I have my shrouded.
Yep.
Cover first.
Nothing.
Nothing, and shrouded.
Shrouded.
I think it was 2.
2 of them, yeah. So that one's a miss.
The other one fails, and the shrouded fails.
Nothing. So
2 go through.
2 go through. And it goes boom.
Which, yes, I'm happy for.
Hits my guy. So do you want to wound my guy? And a 2-up. Yep. 3-up save. And he dies with him. Okay. So Scorpius is gone, but my lone wolf, I'm going to call him, is also removed from play. Perfect. So I'll have a little think about what's next, and we'll carry on from there. Okay, we're back. I'm finishing off. I'm going to put the Scorpius on it because I want to take the last hull point off that Land Raider. I've also done my heavy bolters, which I forgot to do, and actually killed one of the destroyers. So destroyers, right? They're called.
Yeah.
So first one is scattering way off 6. That's just off the table for sure.
Yeah.
Because even if I remove 4, that would be 7 inches. So yeah, definitely off the table. 100% off the table. Okay, so chargers next. I am going to go with my Cataphractii into yourself. Do you want to Overwatch, or do you want to remove my extra attack?
Overwatch.
Okay, perfect. So you can Overwatch.
Actually, no. Extra attack. Overwatch. So I'm going to remove your attack.
Remove an attack. Okay, so I charge in, and he makes it in. Boom. And there is no more. Oh, and a charge here. I'm actually going to go for the Scorpius. I think it does more damage. So charging in. Perfect. Let's get some dice and go into combat. Okay, we're back. We're starting off on the right flank. So we've got my Varagar into the last sergeant there, hoping to kill him off. You strike first. I'm going to go with my hammers. So hits? That is weapon skill 5. Hits. So 1 hits.
And
choose to wound.
Fails.
Okay, and I'm just going to do these dice because I'm just going to basically remove him, and he's dead. Okay, so he is dead. I will consolidate this way after we switch the camera off. Then over here, I would strike at initiative 2, so you strike first. Do you want to do crack grenades, or do you want to do your chain bayonets?
Chain bayonets, because it would be 5 to wound re-rolling.
5 to wound re-rolling, and crack grenades are strength 6.
High initiative, but you still get your armor save.
Yeah, crack grenades auto hits though. So, and then you wound on 4-ups.
And I'll be needing 5 to hit you.
You auto hit with crack grenades.
No, you go normally.
Yes, normally it's 5.
Then I'll go crack grenades, even though I'll strike later.
It's unwieldy though. So you
I'll strike after.
Okay, so I strike first, and you've taken my extra.
Actually, but can he use his sword instead?
You can use, yep.
The sergeant's going to use his power sword. The rest are going to use crack grenades.
So you strike first with your power sword then.
2 attack space plus 1 for extra weapon.
Yep, 3 attacks. That's 1 hit. And
strength 5.
So strength 4, right? Use a strength?
4, sorry, 4.
Yeah, so 6 is to wound. I hit back, hitting on 3s. 1 hits, and 1 dead. And then you attack back with your crack grenade. So everybody would pile up forward. And that is 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 auto hits. And then you need 4s to wound, right? 4s to wound. So you get strength 6 on the crack grenades. And that is 3 wounds.
4 wounds, sorry.
4 wounds in total. 2-up saves. All passed. So I win by 1 there. So leadership test. 6, 7, 8.
Fail.
So fail. And see, I can't catch you because I can catch you when I'm heavy, but I'm not Cataphractii. So 1 d6 each. 6. As a 1, so you do run off. So 2d6 running off the field.
7.
Okay, we'll move them out and then we'll go into the next combat. Okay, back to speed things up. We've done this combat, same as before. This time I have 1 combat and actually managed to kill both the sergeant and the remaining tactical marine. The good thing is that he rolled his Artificer armor and failed the first one on the roll of a 1. So to finish off my turn, we're going to go into the Scorpius on the left flank. We're going to go with, obviously, initiative first, which is my Centurion, hitting on, not that, but I reroll because it's the first round of combats. And hits, and I think I was hitting in 2s anyway, because you are weapon skill 1, yeah. And then strength 6, so 4s to glance the back. And it's gone with him. Doesn't blow up because it's not AP2, so it is a wreck. And that finishes off my turn 3. 1 more turn to go, maybe a possible 5th, because all the missions in the GT do have a 5th turn on the roll of a 5, which is pretty interesting. Just in case you don't know that the turn is going to finish, there's always that little chance of it going to another turn. Turn 4, coming up. Okay, we're back. Movement over for possibly the last turn for the Death Guards. We shall see. He's run up with his Death Shroud and his Herald. He has stayed put because he's liking the cover he's getting from the crates with his last hull point Land Raider. He regrouped with the tactical squad, but he actually failed with the destroyer squad and actually fell off the table. And then he's moved with his reconnaissance squad towards the side and shuffled up with the heavy weapon squad to get as many shots as he can onto the troops down below. This has moved up, it's 12 inches, and then rotated to get some shots onto the Scorpius and try to finish it off. So, here we go. Let's go straight on to shooting. We can start off with this Land Raider if you want.
Yep. All of it
Okay.
will be shooting at this Castaferum Dreadnought.
Okay. So, I can't shout, so can't do anything about it. I can shoot back, though, but I won't. I'll stay put.
I'm shooting. These are the non-twin linked.
Okay.
One misses. Now the twin linked. Reroll. Hits.
And hits as well.
So 4 hits.
4 hits in total.
2's to wound. 3 wounds.
Perfect. And that's all you need to bring him down. So, 5 ups.
He's safe.
2 down to 2 wounds remaining. Okay, next up, you've got the snipers that can move and shoot. Probably want to take him off. I just want to warn you that this is a scoring unit.
Yes, so is that one.
So is that one, but I think you can obviously, it's one or the other, really. Right now, with the tactical squads there, I can't score the back line because there's a line units there. So it's actually quite tough, isn't it? So, where do you want to go into with them?
Sorry, I've just realized a mistake I've made.
Which one?
Don't worry, it's.
You'll tell me after.
I'll tell you after.
End of game.
End of game. I'll tell you the mistake I've done.
Okay, so where do you want to go into? Or is there anything do you want to do the Land Raider that you know you're going to shoot?
Yeah, I'll do the Land Raider towards the
Scorpius here, right?
Scorpius.
Okay.
The non-twin linked shots first. 3 hits,
hits,
and the twin linked hits.
Is a hits. So 4 go through. Side armor is 12, so 9 to 11.
Pen and glance, but I'm going to reroll as well.
Yep, I can't do anything. I don't have cover or anything. So see if it explodes. Won't even do the damage, but it doesn't explode. So it is now a complete wreck on this side. Perfect. I'll give Yomi a bit of a Yomi or Joe. We've been calling you a lot of names. And just to make sure he gets target priority on these units. Okay, Yomi getting his dice because he's actually going to try and snapfire him to death. Because it is a scoring unit. The last one and also scoring. So looking for 6s here. Let's roll a couple of 6s, I see. I think 4 in total.
1, 2, 3,
5.
4.
And 1 more.
5.
Perfect. And then 4's to wound. That is 2 wounds. 2 3-ups. And both path double 6, so he does survive. That means that your snipers will have to go into him.
Yes.
Because at the moment he is. If I kill that, he will be scoring, and this has to be killed as well. It's getting tough for you. If the game doesn't end, you'll get a chance, but if not, it'll be difficult. So 5 snipers into him, right? Finishing off.
5 snipers.
4 snipers into him.
Yes.
Okay. Hitting on 3s.
All hits. 5's rend.
Yep. No rends. 1 wound, yeah, because you need 3-ups. Again, 3-up. He passes. Who's going to be the lone wolf that's going to win me the game? Okay, we have just the autocannons now to go. I am going to shroud here as my last reaction. So you need 20 shots, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll just here in the middle. Finish off. Whoop, one's alive. To finish off your shooting phase. Hitting on 3s. Remove the 1s and 2s. Okay, and then looking for 2s, looking for 6s really, but 2s do wounds. And there's a lot of shots there. Okay, so 1, a couple 2, of 3, rending.
4, 5 rending.
Yep.
2 failed wounds.
All that.
So these are normal saves.
I'll use these because it's just going to be easier. So these are, I'm going to do 4 on my Artificer armor. So 2 ups, 2 up, 2 up. So he's dead. These are 3-ups. So 2 more. So that's a total of... these are 6-ups though.
Yes.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's the unit wiped
7,
out.
yes.
Yeah, so that's the unit gone on that side. That's a good thing for you because unless I run with this side, I think I have a possibility of running maybe with that one. But at the moment, you are scoring 3 points for that side. That finishes off your turn, doesn't it? There's nothing in combat. There's nothing to charge.
Cannot charge. Cannot charge.
I think that's it.
That's it. Yes.
Okay, interesting. So my movement turn 4 coming up. I really need to scratch my head about what I'm doing. And yeah, maybe the last turn of the game. Okay, we've been deliberating a lot off camera because there's so many ways this game can go. At the moment, it looks like the Space Wolves are going to go for a win. Because I am holding the center ground. It all comes down to how many, if I can kill that Land Raider, and if we don't go into another turn. That's the game changer. So, movement-wise, the Varga have now started following this tank. He actually reacted and moved 6 inches away from them. My Varga has opted to go for the Land Raider to kill it, because if I don't kill that, it is a scoring for this mission, meaning that I won't be able to score the 5 points in No Man's Land. And what else has happened? I've stayed put with him to just hold No Man's Land, whilst the Dreadnought has moved up. So I've got a little bit of a plan to try and remove his 3 points from that side. So we're going to go straight on to shooting. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to shoot this Land Raider. 2 shots are going to go into the Sniper Squad, and 2 shots are going to go into the Land Raider. Do you want to shroud?
No.
No. Okay. 2 into the Reconnaissance Squad. 2 hits. And 1 wound. You do have a 6-up from...
Shroud from...
No, cover save first, and then a shroud, because you do have intervening models.
No.
Nothing. So 1 of them is dead. And then 2 shots into the Land Raider. Hitting on 3s, and looking for 5s. Re-rolling. Nothing there. Okay, interesting. Melter shots. I'm going to do Melter and a Flamer. So 1 Melter shots as a hit. And Shrouded save there, because you are in your... just one wound. 1 wound. Oh, reroll that. And then if you don't mind getting a Flamer really quickly template, I'll try and hit as many as I can. Whoa, over there, just on top.
That would be 5 there.
5.
I think 5
yeah, I think that's the max, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 3s to wound. 4 more wounds, please. You can take Artificer armor at this point.
No, but it's basic armor save as well.
Yes, but then in case you want to have a better armor save.
No. So
okay.
4 wounds.
4 wounds.
All saved.
All saved. Perfect. So that's all the shooting here. Scorpius is going to go into your backline there. So I'm going to try and kill those 3 remaining dudes. Yeah.
No reaction.
No reaction? Okay, so that is, scatters all the way very far away, so won't hit them. Scatters 6 inches away, so won't hit them. And then that is all my shooting. So just to finish off, I'm going to charge my Varga into your Land Raider, which I do. So move them up. And I also am going to charge my Cataphractii into your tactical squads. Do you want to remove my wound, an extra attack, sorry, or do you want to shoot all your guns into him?
I'll remove your attack.
Okay, which is better because you don't want to lose combat there. I'll charge in. And he's made it in. Perfect. So 2 combats, get some dice ready, and go straight into that. Okay, Varga first, trying to take up that Land Raider. It's very important I do. Here we go, hitting on 2s. And take off these 2. And then with all these dice, I just need 1 6. It's happened before. Statistically, I should. I do.
Yes.
Okay, so it is a wreck. I can't blow it up. Because I can only glance it with my hammers, which is a good thing. And then we go into the central here, where you are attacking first with your power swords.
Yep.
No hits. Yes. And then I strike with my 3 attacks, hitting on 3s and killing on 2s. That is 2 dead. And then you strike back with your
grenades, which is 4 of them.
5 of them. There's still 5 of them alive, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, sorry.
Auto hits and then force 2 wounds. That is 3
wounds.
wounds. Here we go. 2 up saves. And that is all passed. So I do win by 2. So leadership test. 5, 6, 7. You fail. So I try and catch you. Like 6. So I do catch you. You have initiative 4, right?
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, and 6, 7, 8. So I do catch you.
But
Initiative is
the
2.
heavy, does it minus on you on your initiative?
No. What it does is nothing. Heavy is just -1 for reactions.
Cool. And then you catch me, yeah?
Yeah, so that unit is removed, but you still have that unit anyway too.
Yep, that's fine.
That thing. Perfect. So that is the end of my turn. That would be the end of my turn. Which would, let's count points. Let's have a little count over and then we'll roll to see if we go into one more turn. Okay, we're back. We've actually counted points. So I'm at the moment scoring the middle ground for 5 points. There's no other line unit that is taking that off. This one is contested, which is the 7 points for you or 3 points for me, because I do have a 4 hull point tank there, which is scoring. So no one's scoring. You are, however, scoring your backline because there's nothing of mine there, scoring 3 points. We both have Slay the Warlord, so we are going to 6, 4, and I get Break Their Ranks at the moment. Break Their Names, no, it's Last Man Standing for a point for having more on the table than you, taking you to 7, 4. Now, I'm going to roll off with the rainbow dice. On the roll of a 5 up, we carry on for one more turn, which could change things up quite considerably. So, it's all down to this roll. Nope. And it is a 3. So the game ends 7-4 to the Space Wolves. A win to the Imperium, to the Loyalists, and let's talk about it all. End of game conclusion coming right up. And there we have it, the end of the game and a win to the Loyalists. The Space Wolves have won the battle, and yeah, I think it's all down to the Varaga again. Like, I don't know if you've seen a lot of the Barry reports, but I have been playing Space Wolves and they just haven't been performing well. I've got a lot of Death Swarm. They're just too expensive. For the same amount of points, I've got Varaga that just steamroll anything they touch. And between being heavy, I think it was a good counter for you because you've got a lot of flame templates and I was heavy, so...
I think the beauty of the Varaga is that they're flexible and they have the ability to smash you with a Thunder Hammer or attack at initiative with a Lightning Claw, which...
At weapon skill 6 as
which
well.
gives them flexibility, so it gives them that resilience where you can strike first if you wish to.
Or smash.
Or smash.
If you know you can withstand the first amount of attacks, like when I went into your Chainsword and stuff, I'm like, yeah, cool. Hit me with the Chainswords, I'm going to smash you with the Thunder Hammers. Yeah. Sorry about those Feel No Pains, which I forgot because that was game-changing as well. Remembering bringing 2 back actually changed the game a lot. And obviously, there was a moment which we haven't said it on camera, but Yomi briefly noticed and said we'll talk about it in the end of game conclusion. If he actually would have shot your Land Raider into the Scorpius, who had line of sight with one of his sponsons, still had to go through it and blow it up, obviously. But if he would have, you would have scored 7 points.
Yes. Because
the Scorpius would not be there anymore. But that's the...
Live and learn.
Live and learn, yeah. If you wouldn't have shot already, it would have been good. But after shooting, obviously, we can't step back. But these are the moments that I always say a loss is always better because you learn so much more from a loss than a win. Now, Yomi, let's talk a bit about yourself and the Death Guard. Obviously, this is probably your 4th or 5th game only with the Death Guard themselves. And talk to me about the list. Are you happy with the list going into the event? I think it's got a lot of teeth, a lot of resilience, and there's a lot of like tricks up your sleeve where those stubborn units where you can throw them up the field and withstand something that is very strong, like we've just seen. They withstood Varaga units, and then suddenly, I'm stubborn. I'm like, oh, no. So how are you feeling going into the event? Obviously, there's still, 3.5 weeks left for the event?
2.
2. So how do you feel? 2? No, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Yeah, I'm like, don't tell me 2. It's 3. It's 3. It's 3. It's 3 and a bit. It's 3 and a bit. So how do you feel going into the event?
How do I feel? I feel that the list I've prepared is decent in the sense that it follows what I first wanted to do, which when I wanted to collect this army was, what do Death Guard mean?
Yes.
And at the beginning when I started thinking and talking with all of you at the club, it's like, but I like the Creeping Death. And it was like, that's obnoxious. And I'm like, I get it, but...
It's Death Guard.
It's Death Guard.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to bring in Creeping Death, I am going to, even though this time around I've been very lucky with my Gets Hot, but even though
I don't think you got Gets Hot once. Yeah, once.
Even though it's to my own detriment when it fails, I wouldn't have it any other way because I'm not playing Death Guard. I'm just playing a
exactly.
Flame.
And it's crazy, like the amount of Flamer with poison, Fleshbane 2-up. It's just like, yeah, you're not scared of it because it's no AP and you have like 2-up. But when they hand you over like 40 wounds, it's suddenly like, okay, weight of dice does kill 2-up saves. Anything else? Would you change anything though? I really like I think you have a lot of shooting power. I think people underestimate the amount of shooting power you have. Obviously, the Scorpius are scary, and I've been part of it. I've played with 2 today. I know just how impactful they are when they hit. Ours have been really bad, really bad. But you do have like the 2 Land Raiders with Lascannons. You do have that really tasty 10-man autocannon with Sunder.
Yes.
Are you happy with the amount of firepower you do have?
I'm happy with the amount of firepower, and I think, although you can always look at other units and say maybe that would be preferential, but I think that you need to look at it and strike the balance through the whole list.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
And whereas potentially I could have, for argument's sake, Lascannons.
Yeah.
It'd be greater at knocking off, blowing up tanks and stuff, or elite infantry.
Yeah. But it doesn't do what you did in the last turn.
It doesn't do that, and it also adds another 50 points, which I need to remove from something else. And when you start doing that on different units,
yeah,
you end up having to vacate a whole unit slot potentially.
Exactly.
Which is what I was going to bring back now to the Scorpius. They have they have not been very effective for both of us.
They've been actually pretty bad.
But then when you assess that it's 120 points,
yeah,
and we've killed, or at least the scare of it can kill you.
It's the scare of. It's
the scare of. So
it's a menace. Like you're always thinking it's there. I need to move my troops here. I need to. I can't run away from it. It's absolutely scary.
And it gives you board control, which is something that you don't have so much of an issue initially with your skirmish.
Yes.
But not everybody will have skirmish.
Exactly.
Then there are armies which
those templates are
those for AP4 I might not need to fish for the breaching because AP4 will be enough. Exactly. And against those
demons and stuff like that, so
you have to take on all.
Yeah, and crazy. I think I just hit once, and it was I scattered onto your tactical squad. But I think I've missed every single shot throughout the game. You at least had the reroll from the Nuciovox, but I think I've done like horrendously bad. Like if you are actually if that's wrong, comment below and let me know. But it's been actually quite brutal. But again, it's just having them as a threat on the table, which is scary, especially with 2.
And talking about resilience, I haven't realized, but my autocannon squad
hasn't
taken a wound.
Hasn't taken a wound. I tried at the beginning to like try and take them down a bit, and I'm like, oh no, they're just staying there. I don't mind anymore. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the game. Yomi, thank you for being a guest. You still have 3 weeks of prep for the GT, so hopefully you will get a couple of more games as we go along. With that said, that's the end of the game for today. We'll see you in the next buy report very soon. Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.